Hello everyone, it is me, and today I'm going to explain the different types of libertarians. Since like most ideologies, like conservatism, liberalism, etc., they have really just become umbrella terms. I will be explaining the more well-known types, but I will do another video in the future, maybe explaining the less well-known types, but I may do other videos on different types of political ideologies in the future, for example, different types of conservatism. So without any further ado, let's just get into the first ideology. Bleeding-Heart Libertarians, also known as Neoclassical Liberals, are libertarians, but they think that there is a moral duty to help people in need, and they are usually progressive socially as well. They also believe in social justice most of the time, and probably agree with like modern left-wing movements like the LGBT movement and Black Lives Matter, for instance. I may believe in welfare for the truly disadvantaged. So yeah, they're basically they basically are like socially left-wing libertarians. That's basically what they are, and more moderate, basically more moderate economically compared to like for instance a minarchist. So yeah, the next type is classical liberalism. Now classical liberalism is interesting since lots of people think libertarianism and classical liberalism are synonymous with each other, but there are differences. For instance, people who class themselves as classical liberals are usually more friendly to the state and will believe there should be some restrictions on civil liberties and some business regulation, and possibly believe in a basic welfare state that is done by the local government as well. So basically, I would say classical liberalism is a somewhat more moderate form of right libertarianism. And a good example of a classical liberal would be Friedrich Hayek, for instance. Right-Libertarianism, also known as LibertarianCapitalism, is an ideology that believes the purpose of the government is to protect life and property, and that's it. So the only thing right libertarians believe the government should be is a police force and a military and a court. And anything beyond that is infringing on their natural rights. So the Libertarian Party in America, or the Scottish Libertarian Party, is what I would class as right libertarians. So yeah, these are basically the average libertarians. These are what most people think of when they hear the word libertarian. So yeah, right libertarian or libertarian capitalist is basically. PaleoLibertarians are basically socially conservative right libertarians who believe that social progressivism is incompatible with liberty. So they advocate for traditional values. They are quite similar to paleo-conservatives, but there are differences. For instance, paleo-libertarians think that traditional values and morality should not be enforced by the state, unlike paleo-conservatives, and believe that conservative values should be encouraged rather than forced. They are also more likely to be less critical of free trade, unlike paleo-conservatives, and will probably think less harshly on consumerism as well. Objectivism is basically an ideology created by Ayn Rand, and what objectivists basically believe is that reality is fully real and objective and is not shaped by consciousness, and the moral purpose of humans' lives are to find happiness, and there is also a virtue into being selfish. And like right libertarians, they believe the only purpose of the government is to protect life and property. The real difference between the two is that objectivism is a philosophical and political ideology, unlike right libertarianism, which is just a political ideology. There is much more to objectivism, but this is the basics of what objectivists believe. The final libertarian ideology I'm going to talk about today is anarcho-capitalism, and what anarcho-capitalists advocate for is the abolition of the state completely, and that insurance companies will basically become the new police force and military, and that the free market is the most efficient at everything. And they believe all taxation is theft and all action should be voluntary. So yes, very radical libertarians, to say the least. Very, very radical. So that is the end of the video. So If you'd like me to do more videos like this in the future, let me know and put a suggestion in the comments. Should I do a sequel to this video, or should I do something completely different, similar to it? So anyway, that's all I really have to say. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Goodbye.